she doesn't really know how to help herself because she's been helping everybody else all her life. I like her. I just cannot help myself. I really like her. I would just give her a cookie or something. I don't know. I like her. I think she's a great mom. I think she's a great person. No, poor her. Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to look at a video from Dr. John Delony about, I think it's a woman, and the title of the video is How Do I Tell My Family I'm Living a Double Life? So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting, some drama, some tea, and let's get right into it.
Brought to you by Together, my daily marriage app.
How do I tell my teenage children I'm an alcoholic and an addict? And I'll get more to that. And second, how can I find the root of the addiction and the concept of overindulging and not being satisfied? And so background of that, I'm a Christian. I believe the faith answer that Jesus is the only one that truly satisfies us. But I want the science nerdy answer of how I can not overindulge with everything. And I can give you more details after that.
First thing first, the kids know. The kids know. Like, I think they just when you have young children or for example even teenagers, they are observant. They really look at everything what's happening in the household, and they know that something is happening with their mom, and they know she's not happy. They know that, for example, she is very tired in the evening or something like that. So they know. So let's just get over that.
I know that's a lot.
No, it's not at all. I'm really honored that you called. That means the world to me.
Okay.
There's a couple of things here that are out of order.
Okay.
And so
there probably is.
I'm going to challenge you with a few things. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
And I want to make a guess. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Okay.
Okay.
That you love complexity.
Yeah. Okay.
Because complexity allows you space to not do the next thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have made it my life as a lifelong academic nerd. I've made it my mission to try to dispel with as much complexity as possible. Okay.
Okay.
That's fair enough, because even in my life, I noticed that, for example, when I want to do something, but I'm hesitant and I overanalyze, I overthink, I make things more complex than they need to be, and then I don't do anything. So I think here's a point.
So this is not the season for figuring out root causes.
Okay.
This is the season for stop using.
Yeah, small steps.
Can I go into some of the backstory?
Totally.
Okay. All right. So, and maybe that will explain some of it. So I'm 49. I've been married for 27 years. I did drink a lot in college, but I became a Christian. I was sober for 25 years. We've got 7 kids. They did not grow up around alcohol at all. Recently, we had a bit of a traumatic event last year. We sold everything and moved to Puerto Rico as missionaries, and everything's going great down there. I fell. I hit my head and did blunt force trauma to my head. My husband had to do CPR. We had to move back to the United States. I had a pulmonary embolism. We had 17 moves in 6 months. We had to start over with everything. So I had some post-traumatic stress from that. And so I got the brilliant idea that I would drink alcohol to escape and numb out that trauma, because it has been absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah.
It always starts
Everything
somehow.
has been overwhelming. It was my life stream to be a missionary, and then to have that just taken, which I still, I talk to everybody anywhere, but just that was my dream. And now it's gone. And we came home, and I was in the hospital for several days, and they thought I was a homeless person. And it has been a disaster. And so I was looking for anything I possibly could to escape, to numb out, to lessen that trauma, because I found it's very difficult to get mental help when you're not suicidal, and I've never been suicidal. And I came back from Puerto Rico and I tried to get help, and it was hard. So I recently turned to alcohol because it got me through.
How long have you started drinking?
Oh, I started in May, and then I stopped right before Christmas. So I've been about 11 days sober.
Okay.
I mean, kudos to her, because, for example, with addiction, it's usually a long time process, and she realized it very soon, actually. So I applaud her that she wants to do something about it. Good for her. Good for her.
And I also I smoke marijuana to deal with the post-traumatic stress, because that's I've been to psychiatrists, I've been to all sorts of medicine, and I mean, it's just nightmares and trauma, and I mean, I'm just trying to make it day by day. As far as being an addict, I say that because it's like it's just fill in the blank. It's shopping, food, alcohol, whatever. But like you said, no.
Did you have the compulsive behaviors before you fell and hit your head?
Looking back, yes.
Okay.
I had.
The demons was there.
I was in pain management for 5 years and became addicted to painkillers.
Yep.
Food has been one in the past. Shopping. I've bought all kinds of things I don't need.
Tell me about your home growing up.
I just want to say about addiction that the principle of addiction, you can be addicted to shopping, to food, or anything that you mentioned. The principle is the same. It triggers some part of your brain, the dopamine centers of your brain, and you just forget everything about your professional or personal life. And we talk about addiction when it affects your professional or personal life. So it can be anything, really. For example, if you know Gabor Mate, he said that he was addicted to shopping, was it vinyl records or something like that, that he's a doctor. And he had a patient, and he left the office, he left the patient to buy vinyl record. It sounds insane, but that's addiction. It affects everything. It just triggers something in your brain, and you just have to do it. And with alcohol, well, it demolishes your physical health as well, and your psychological health.
Oh, home growing up was, I grew up in Montana, normal. Parents both married. They've been married like 54 years. My dad was kind of, we didn't have a great relationship. He was gone a lot. But we're still on speaking terms with my family. I love my family very much. I'm very thankful for the way that I was raised.
Did you struggle with compulsive behavior as a kid?
Not well. I don't know. I've never really thought about that, actually. I don't think so.
Okay.
Like what kind of childhood, like, compulsive behaviors?
I mean, did you struggle with eating, with sexually acting out, with food, with washing your hands? Did you anything like that?
No, I noticed some OCD tendencies later on as I've gotten older. But no sexual troubles at all.
Okay.
No eating disorders. Average weight, average height.
So this is a strange question to ask you, okay?
Okay.
When did you stop liking you?
Going into the deep
end. I
end.
started feeling like I was a burden to my family.
When did that start?
That was in 2012. I had one of my when we had our seventh child, I had a traumatic birth, and I ended up having 7 surgeries. I had got 157 units of blood. We were split. My husband was in the military. We were PCSing. We had to stay where we were. He ended up not getting promoted. I've always just felt like it was a burden because of the bad health stuff. And then now, especially leaving Puerto Rico, I feel like it's my fault, because if I hadn't fallen and died, then we would still be there. So I bear a lot of that guilt and burden on myself.
Because what I hear is somebody who is, yes, you're gonna have to go sit with somebody. Clearly, you're struggling with the aftermath of almost not being alive, right? And most people don't have the misfortune and down the road, the fortune of leaning over the edge and realizing, oh, this is real fragile, this thing we call life.
I also want to point out that with addiction, people who are addicted really get close to the edge because they self-harm, they, for example, drink and drive, and it's just really dangerous. It's really dangerous, and you cannot really tell when they will die or when anything will happen to them. So be careful if you are struggling with addiction, or if you know someone who struggles with addiction. You're always on the edge, and the lies. You will really second guess the free will argument, because when you see someone addicted, you just see that some demon possessed them, that it's not really them, but they will just do anything to get the substance or to get the thing they want. It's really weird, it's really crazy and scary, really scary.
And it's terrifying. And so you for sure need to go talk to somebody.
I have. I've actually, I went to On-Site down there by outside Nashville.
It's great.
I went to their healing trauma program, and then I'm going again to their healing trauma program again next week.
Wonderful. They've got a great reputation, and I know some people who've been through there and speak highly of it. So, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Trauma is like the things that have happened to you. Or if you think about it, like you've probably heard me use this analogy before, but like carrying a backpack around, those are 2 or 3 or 4 giant cinder blocks that got dropped into your backpack. But that sucker was already filled with bricks.
And you just
already
crash.
Filled with, I think my husband has these dreams. I wonder if he'd be better off without me. Kid 1, kid 2, kid 3. I'm not good at this thing. I wonder if they would be better off with a different mom. Fair?
I think it hits really hard.
I want a prerequisite that was that raising my children has been the absolute highest honor of my life, and I absolutely love that. But has there been times?
Yes, I know, but you're trying to protect them, and they're not even here.
Sorry. Okay.
I want to listen. I want to tell you, you have permission to have the feelings that you have.
Okay.
Or let me say it this way: there's no bad feelings.
Okay.
There's smart and not smart next right steps.
I just want to say I really like this woman. I think she's a great mom. I think she's a people pleaser. She's very emotional, or like how do I put it, empathetic, and she just wants everybody to be happy, and she doesn't really know how to help herself because she's been helping everybody else all her life. She's talking a lot about other people, but not about herself. And I think that's the core issue, that she needs to help herself first. Poor her.
But you're allowed to be really frustrated that you have 7 kids.
Yeah.
Well, most of them are teenagers now, so
that makes it
fantastic.
Worse. But hold on, you're allowed to be in love and in awe of the man you're married to, and really frustrated with his military career. You're allowed to have this fantasy about what's going to happen. You're going to go do these things in another country, and then this stupid thing called gravity shows up, and bam, now I find myself in the States, unemployed, in hospital. You're allowed to feel all those things. And somewhere along the way, that idea of you being a burden is not just financial, is not just time, but you think just having a feeling is somehow denigrates other people that you care about. And what that means is you're a person who doesn't believe you have the right to exist. Emotionally, spiritually, physically. And weed takes that pain away.
Yes.
Alcohol takes that pain away.
Yes.
So the scary path for you, and I'm glad you've already signed up to go to on-site. The scary path for you is putting the crutches down, which is what alcohol and weed are. And you're going to have to feel the pain in your knees and in your feet and learn to
You cannot escape the pain when you don't feel it. What I've learned from therapy, what I learned from dealing with my own mental health is that all of those bad feelings, all of those negative feelings, those are parts of you that want to live. It's you, basically. And they just want to be expressed. They want to live because they've been pushed down. They've been stamped on, punched. And they just want to express themselves. They also want to see the sun because they deserve it and they deserve a voice. But their voice is crying. Their voice is being depressed. And when you don't feel those emotions, then they're alone. And when you have a kid or when you have a person who's alone all the time, they will act out. So just be careful about it. For example, that's why panic attacks happen. Panic attacks happen because we've been pushing down those emotions, those anxiety so much that we just crash because they cannot be silenced any longer.
Walk and let your body get strong again.
Okay.
But that's going to come from a place of, I'm not a burden. My family would not be better off without me.
No, I absolutely agree with that. They wouldn't.
I know you agree with that intellectually, but you don't believe that in your chest.
You're right.
I've been always impressed, not impressed, but I've been always interested because that's also my problem, that you can know something intellectually but cannot feel it emotionally. And for me, it's also a very personal problem that I have this mismatch of logic and emotions, that I know what I feel or I know what the situation is, but I just don't feel it. And I think we have to give space to those emotions. That's why I think it's so important.
And you've had some gnarly things happen to you, huh?
Yes, I really have. Yeah.
And then what we get is tomorrow, if we're lucky. And we get to decide what tomorrow's going to look like. In terms of telling your kids, how old are your kids? Rattle off their ages if you can even remember them all.
I can remember them all.
I'm kidding.
13, 16, 17, 18, 21, 23, 25.
They're old enough.
They
will understand. They will understand. Even the 13-year-old, they will understand. They're old enough to get the point that mom's hurting and mom has a problem and they will help her. I just know it.
With you?
No, 2 are married and have families of their own. 5 live with us.
Okay. So...
And I've been honest with him about like smoking marijuana before when I was in the pain pill addiction. I was honest with him. So we have good communication, but I just don't know, like, that's not just, I mean, it's a hard thing to just say. It's just like, hey, by the way, I've been drinking in my closet for 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know that the specific details of that are important right now.
Okay.
I think them knowing that, hey, I've been really struggling since coming back from Puerto Rico. I've been really struggling trying to get my bearings back after a traumatic brain injury. I'm trying to find my footing here. And I've fallen into some old habits again. And I don't want to go into details in all of them, but I want you all to know that I love you and I'm going to bed earlier and earlier because I'm struggling, not because anything y'all are doing.
That's fair enough. She doesn't have to say any all of the details, but she needs to tell them that something's happening because they know something's up.
Y'all, I'm going to get the help I need.
Okay.
You just walking out and launching, I'm an addict. A, I don't know that that's true. And B, what's a 13-year-old supposed to do with that? You're just taking one of your cinder blocks and tossing it to your 13-year-old saying, hey, you carry this for a while.
Well, that's exactly what I didn't want to do, and that's why I'm asking you because you're so much smarter than me.
No, trust me, I'm not. But like, do you get what I'm saying? It's telling them, hey, mom's sick, and mom's falling into some old habits again, and I'm going to get the help I need. But I want them to know I haven't been closing the door at 6 o'clock and not coming out because I don't like being around y'all.
Okay.
I've been going into the bathroom because I'm sick. I'm not well.
Okay.
And your dad, if this is true, your dad's been amazing. The way y'all have stepped up and filled in the gap for dinners, for cleaning up around here and all that have been amazing. And I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all are showing me that I'm not a burden.
Okay.
Thank y'all for loving me when I'm not well.
That's really nice.
Okay.
I like that.
And then ask each of them, can you give your mom a hug?
At least 30 seconds.
And if they want further questions, I would tell them, not until you come back from the second on-site, and I would talk to them individually, because the 18-year-old can hear certain things that the 13-year-old can't metabolize.
Fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
And teenagers are going to be filled with emotions, and they're going to say things like, how could you? And you always told us not to, and you're a liar, and you're a hypocrite. And they're just saying teenage stuff.
I don't think that's true, because teenagers, nowadays, everybody is dealing with mental health. Everybody knows that something's up. Like, I think that this generation, or Gen Z and lower, they know that people are struggling, and they know from the internet. And I don't think that's going to be much of an issue.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
They don't get a vote in this matter right now.
Okay.
Because it sounds to me like somebody who is really struggling emotionally and struggling physically.
Yeah.
Did what she did to survive.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
And
always
you're
with
here.
addiction. It's always about survival.
And I would have, if you'd come to me beforehand, I would have given you some other options, but you're here and you made it. How hard is it being sober for the last 11 days?
Oh, it actually has been a lot better than I thought it would be.
Okay.
I've kept super busy. Like right now we're in, I took the kids to New York City and we're seeing a Broadway show tonight. First time we've done that. So
Fantastic.
life is definitely better sober.
It's amazing. Does your husband celebrate you? Does he love you?
He does.
Okay.
He loves me very well.
Okay. Will you make sure he
The love
knows
of
that?
my life. Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
do. Our relationship is great. I do. I tell him every night how thankful I am, and he also tells me that I'm not a burden, and that he would give me up to half his kingdom. He'd probably give me all of it.
Well, and so here's the deal. I told us
I
to
like her. I just cannot help myself. I really like her. I would just give her a cookie or something. I don't know. I like her. I think she's a great mom. I think she's a great person. No, poor her.
Just call her. One of the greatest gifts of a spouse who sees us and knows us is in those moments when we can't see or know ourselves, when we feel things that aren't necessarily accurate.
Okay.
We trust them. And when I don't feel like I'm doing a good job around the house and my wife grabs my face and she says, I'm so glad that I chose you.
Okay.
I exhale and go, I don't feel it, but I trust you. And sometimes that's the gas I need to go do the next right thing.
Okay, well, that was interesting. I really didn't expect that it would be about addiction, and it's heavy stuff. It's heavy stuff. If you're dealing with someone who struggles from addiction, or if you are addicted yourself, then seek help. It's really, I know it's a horrible thing to deal with, but it's manageable. It's really manageable, as you can see when you have the support system, when you have the professional help. You can get better. Let's see other comments. Your kids maybe not explicitly, but they know something's up. Yeah, I agree. 17 moves in 6 months. We overwhelming for anyone. Let them know if being missionary somewhere else. That's a lot. No wonder the complexity. Yeah. She says she grew up in Christian home. Sometimes that trains person to not have emotions. There's a lot of spiritual bypassing in religion. That's true, because Jesus always helps. Christianity is a relationship, but some folks make it religious, and that's when the importance question is being strong and spiritual. Yeah, she's right to her feelings. She can feel her feelings, and I know if you're religious and it helps, good for you. But with mental health and addiction, well, you need professional help. From the time. Yeah, I meant to say you're allowed to feel your feelings. Yeah, I really like that she has this support system of her husband, then it's gonna be her kids. I think she's on the right track. I'm really rooting for her. What do you think about this call? I really like that. I really like that woman. I think she's a great person. uh, so yeah, if you want to leave a comment and have a great day. If you struggle with something, then just know it's get better. Keep it going, guys.